2020 has sure been a wild ride, but one thing that you can always be sure of is that right here on So You Think You Know Sports, we're still going to bring you another episode of the best and only sports game show on ICTV. We've got some familiar faces this week, a long list of questions, and a fresh format that is sure to spice things up. You should have gotten used to the format by now, so let's stick to what we've always been good at here at SYTYKS, sports trivia. We start off with our first jump ball. Gentlemen, the first hand I see go up gets to answer the question and is going to have rights to answer first in our first category. So the jump ball, who was the number one pick in the NBA draft? That's going to be Tyler, with Ben in a close second.
Anthony Edwards.
It was Anthony Edwards. So with that, Tyler's going to have right of the board as we get into our games. But first, sit tight. So You Think You Know Sports starts right now. Welcome back to another brand new episode of So You Think You Know Sports. I'm your host, Brennan Miller, and tonight is the crux of our season, the grand finale. I'm excited. So let's get into some introductions real quick. We'll start off with the player who won our jump ball, Tyler Usen. You made it in the wild card. Didn't win your first matchup, but then were able to advance in the most recent episode. So how are you feeling today? Maybe a little bit of an underdog.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Like, these two guys are here for a reason, so I think it's gonna be a good one.
Stay tuned. Let's hope so. We're going to go with the second hand that went up for the jump ball. So Ben Bachrach, you're going to be next. Ben, you were able to win your episode, get a bunch of points, and advance straight to the championship. How are you feeling? Facing another guy who's won, and Tyler, who's put up a good fight and been able to make it through in two competitions.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little nervous. My hands are sweating right now, but I didn't play as well as I could when I won, so I'm hopefully I play like I should, and I'll be good. Not worried.
Sweating for a good reason. This is for all the marbles, Ben. Everything that matters. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're nervous. And Jeremy, you were able to win yours as well, but like I mentioned before, a lot of stiff competition here in this finale. So how are you feeling?
Nervous. Well, one, it's been a long time since I played, and two,
yeah.
I won on the last question, so I didn't win by a lot. So I'm obviously up against some good competition, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'll do my best.
All right. Well, all three of you definitely deserve to be here, and let's hope that makes sure we have a good matchup. So with that, now that the niceties are out of the way, let's get into our first game, and it's going to be the one we always start off with, our starting lineups. The rules for starting lineup are simple. Each contestant takes turns naming items of a selected category, with each answer being worth 25 points. Each contestant is given one wrong answer, and then they're eliminated. So Tyler, you won the jump ball, so we're going to start with you. The category to begin with, the order is going to go Tyler, Ben, and then Jeremy. The category to begin with, the top 20 highest paid players in the 2020-2021 NBA season. Tyler, you can start whenever you want.
Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward is actually not on that list of the top 20, so that's going to eliminate you right off the bat. And then we're going to jump to Ben now. Ben, there's still 20 answers on the board.
I'm going to go with LeBron.
LeBron, yes, he is in 6th on that list. Now to Jeremy.
I'm going to go with an underdog here, Mike Conley.
Mike Conley is 11th on that list for the Jazz, so yes, some points there. Back to Ben.
I'm going to go with Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook is number 3. Jeremy?
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. Let's see. No Donovan Mitchell on that list. So that is going to, I believe, let me double check that. Yeah, no Donovan Mitchell. So Ben, you're still going to have the board here, and enough, if you name off enough players, you can earn some points here early.
I'm going to go James Harden.
James Harden, yes, he's 5th.
John Wall.
John Wall is 4th.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, number 1 at 43 million.
I'm going to go with Kevin Durant.
KD, he is 7th on the list.
Kyrie.
Kyrie, yeah, 16th for the Nets.
I'm going to go with Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal. Let's see that one. No Bradley Beal on the list, so that's going to do it. Some of the ones you guys missed: Chris Paul, number 2. Let's see, who else? Blake Griffin at 8, Paul George at 9. Klay Thompson is going to be rehabbing. He's still getting money at 10. Jimmy Butler, 12. Kemba, 13. Kawhi, 14. Tobias Harris, 15. Chris Middleton for the Bucks at 17. Dame Lillard for the Blazers at 18. Kevin Love at 19. And Kyle Lowry at 20. So now we're going to rotate here. We're going to go to Ben first now, then Jeremy, and then Tyler. Starting lineup number 2, the last 20 Walter Payton Man of the Year award winners.
I'm going to go with Chris Long.
Chris Long, yes, in 2018. Now to Jeremy.
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning, of course, in 2016. Tyler.
Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden the year before, 2015. Ben, back to you.
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt in 2017. Jeremy.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitz, getting in the middle there, 2016. Tyler. We'll say you are missing the most recent one, and then the list jumps back to 2014. You've gotten everyone between there. I'm going to count you down. 5.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. No, unfortunately, not going to be on that list. So that's going to do it for you in this category. Ben, we're going to jump back to you. Like I said, the most recent winner, and then it jumps back to 2014 with dual winners in 2006.
I'm going to go with Bobby Wagner. Did he win this year?
Not Bobby Wagner, no. So that's going to eliminate you, Jeremy. We jump to you now. The board's still available if you want to try and rack up some points.
Did Devon Still win one?
Devon Still. No Devon Still on that list either. So that is going to do it for starting lineup number 2. The ones you guys missed. Last year, Calais Campbell was the Walter Payton Man of the Year. 2014, Thomas Davis Sr., linebacker for the Carolina Panthers. 2013, Peanut Charles Tillman. 2012, Jason Witten, still active, probably shouldn't be, but hey, he's still playing, and he won in 2012. 2011 was Matt Burke with the Baltimore Ravens. 2011, Madai Williams, a safety for the Vikings. 2009, Brian Waters with the Chiefs. 2008 was Kurt Warner. 2007, Jason Taylor. 2006, Drew Brees with the Saints. No surprise with that one. He shared it with LaDainian Tomlinson that year with the Chargers. Peyton Manning in 2005, Warwick Dunn in 2004, Will Shields in 2003, and Troy Vincent in 2002. So now we will go to our last starting lineup category. Jeremy, we're going to start with you, then go to Tyler, and then finish off with Ben. The list is the top 20 career home run leaders in Major League Baseball.
Barry Bonds.
Of course, Barry Bonds. Number 1 was 762. We're going to go to Tyler.
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron got him in the second spot, 755 for Hammer and Hank. Ben, you're up.
Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez in the 4th spot, just under 700 at 696. Nice. Jeremy, we go to you.
Willie Mays.
Willie Mays, of course, 660 for Willie Mays in the 6th spot. Now we go to Tyler.
Albert Pujols.
Pujols, yes, 662 for the still active Albert Pujols, sitting in the number 5 spot. Ben, to you.
Oh my God, I'm blanking. Give me oh my God, I really can't think of anyone right now.
I count you down. 5, 4, 3.
Ted Williams.
2, 1. Ted Williams, not in the top 20, unfortunately. Big average guy to go along with, being able to shoot down planes over Vietnam. That too. So now we go back to Jeremy. You've got the opportunity to get some more points here.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. in that 7 spot with 630. Tyler, to you.
Stan Musial.
Stan Musial, not in the top 20 all time. So that is going to do it for Tyler. Jeremy, you can keep going here. There are all but 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, yeah, 609 for Sammy Sosa. He is in 9th place.
Jim Tomey.
Jim Tomey in 8th with 612.
Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas, unfortunately, not in the top 20. The ones you guys missed, and I don't know how you missed this one. You're all going to kick yourselves. Number 3 is Babe Ruth.
Oof,
Babe was number 3. You guys missed that one. At 10 was Frank Robinson. 11, Mark McGuire. 12, Harmon Killebrew. 13, Rafael Palmeiro. 14, the Yankee legend Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. Manny Ramirez in 15th. Mike Schmidt in 16th. David Ortiz, 17th. Mickey Mantle, 18th. Jimmy Fox, the number 3 hitter on my MLB The Show team, is 19th. And Willie McCovey, the namesake of McCovey Cove, is number 20. So after starting lineups, everyone's had some good runs so far in this one. We've got a lot of points on the board. And with that, we are going to move to our second game, Leaders in the Clubhouse. Before we start Leaders in the Clubhouse, though, we're going to do another jump ball. So be sure to be ready. Throw hands up when you know the answer. Which NFL team most recently fired their head coach? I'm going to go Tyler again, then Jeremy, and then Ben.
The Detroit Lions.
It is the Detroit Lions. Yes, my man, Matt Patricia, him and I, both alumni of Verona Sherrill High School. He is now unemployed. I am also unemployed. And now for the aforementioned Leaders in the Clubhouse. The rules go as followed. In this game, each player will try to complete a top 6 list. Each player is allowed 2 incorrect answers, and once a player gets 2 answers wrong, the other players can try and complete the board. So the order is going to go Tyler, Jeremy, Ben. Tyler, you're going to have the first chance to get some points. It goes in order, so the most recent answer is going to be worth 10 points in descending order. The year after that will be 20, the year after that 30, and so on. The category is, who were the last 6 players to receive the NBA Rookie of the Year award?
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, of course, Ben Simmons, one of 2 players taken in 2016 on this list.
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant, yes, most recently with Memphis, so 10 points there.
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum, no, he's not going to be in the last 6, so that's going to cross 1 incorrect answer off, though. You still got a chance, 4 names still left.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, yes, in 2016.
This goes back to 2014, right?
What was that?
It goes back to 2014.
2015.
2015.
Count you down. 5, 4.
Luka Doncic.
Luka, yes, Luka Doncic in 2019 with the Mavericks. Of course, he's on that list. He's the 20-point answer. 2 left. It's the 40-point and the 60-point, so 2017 and 2015.
DeAndre Ayton.
It is not DeAndre Ayton. A lot of people wish it was, but unfortunately, no. With that, we're going to move to Jeremy. Jeremy, 2 answers still on the board. The 40-point value and the 60-point value for the last 6 players to receive NBA Rookie of the Year.
Oh, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get any of these. I'm trying to think. I'm blanking hardcore.
We got 2 incorrect answers, so a little wiggle room to work with.
Yeah.
Count you down for the first one. 5, 4, 3.
I just skip me.
2.
I'm not gonna get any. You can go to Ben.
Okay, well, with that, we move to Ben now. Ben, again, 40 and 60-point answers still on the board, 2017 and 2015.
Malcolm Brogdon.
It is Malcolm Brogdon in 2017, a second rounder taken 36th overall. Also the second player to be taken in that 2016 draft to win Rookie of the Year with the aforementioned Ben Simmons. So that's the 40-point answer. Who is the last name on this board I have in front of me, Ben?
2015. Oh, man. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna guess Towns was 16. Who was before Towns? I don't know. Porzingis.
It is. I know you wish it was Porzingis. Unfortunately, not Porzingis. Do you want to venture a second guess as well? Because you got the two.
Oh yeah. Is that Kyrie?
It is not Kyrie Irving, unfortunately. The answer, the 60-point value, Andrew Wiggins in 2016 was Rookie of the Year. So now we move to our second leaders in the clubhouse. We're going to start with Jeremy, then go to Ben, and then back around to Tyler if the board still has some values left on it. So Jeremy, we start with the last 6 college basketball national champions.
Okay.
And this is, of course, not the last. There is a double champion in the last 6 years. So this list goes back to 2013.
So there's Villanova.
Yes, Villanova, 2 years, 18 and 16 for Nova.
You have Duke.
Duke, yes, 2015. That's the 40-point answer.
I regret this. Oh, UNC's on there.
UNC is in 2017, the 30-point answer on the board.
Is Louisville on there?
Louisville is on there in 2013, won the Natty. That's the big one, the 60-point value in this category. 2 left.
UConn.
UConn, of course, the lowest seed to win the Natty in 2014. They went in as an 8 seed, I believe. Pulling that off the top of my head. Absolutely did not research that. Fact check me if you feel the need to. But of course, only 1 value left on the board. You almost cleaned it up here in our second leaders in the clubhouse.
Is it Kentucky?
It is not Kentucky. That's going to be 1 incorrect answer.
This is.
Got you down. 5, 4.
I don't know. Butler.
3. Not Butler. The Bulldogs, unfortunately, not national champions within the last 6. So, Ben, we move to you. There is 1 team still on the board here. The last 6 college basketball national champions.
Virginia.
It is Virginia, the most recent in 2019. So that's the 10-point answer right there. And with that, it will do it for our first block. We're going to head to a break, but don't worry. There will be more fast-paced sports trivia action right after this. Make sure to check out our Instagram at ICTV Sports, because we'll be right back. Welcome back to So You Think You Know Sports. We have made our way through the starting lineups and the leaders in the clubhouse. As we move on to our third game, the scoreboard reads, let me pull it up real quick. Jeremy is in the lead with 400 points. Ben right behind him with 300, so still in reach. And Tyler a little bit further back at 185, but going to have an opportunity to pick up some points in our next game, which is by far my least favorite game. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am not a math guy. And this game absolutely pains me to play every time we do it, and yet we continue to put it in my script. We will play Shoot Your Shot. The rules for this game are as follows. Each contestant will write down their response to a statistics-based question, with the person closest to the correct answer getting the points. Each correct answer is worth 10 points, or if you're the closest, you get 10 points. If you get it directly on the money, you get 50 points. So you really want to be precise with this one. With this, I'm going to have you gentlemen open up your chat. I'm going to open it up as well. And as I read the questions, you are free to put in your answer. So we're going to go to our first Shoot Your Shot question. 2020 PGA Player of the Year, Dustin Johnson, shot a record low score at this year's Masters tournament. What was that score? Everyone saying 19 under. It's 20 under. So you're close. So close. The record would have been 19, but he actually beat it by 2 shots. Tiger had 18 under. to set the record. So everyone's going to get 10 points on that one. Everyone just one shot off. And we move to our second question. There might be a few people in this chat who know the answer to this one right off the bat. How many home runs did Pete Alonso hit in 2019 to break the all-time rookie record? Debuted. I don't know if it's the rookie record. I mean, there's one that you could give Aaron Judge if you wanted to, but hey, we're gonna leave that out. So we got all three answers in. Ben Bachrach, 52. Jeremy, 53. Tyler, 53. The answer is 53. Ben, you're a Mets fan.
I literally mistyped. I mistyped. I meant to type 53. If that cost me,
unfortunately, not going to get the 50 points for that one. Jeremy and Tyler will, though, and that's a big jump up, especially Tyler in last place, Jeremy in first, opening the gap a little bit, and we move to our third shoot your shot. Derrick Henry lit up the Colts defense on Sunday with 3 touchdowns in the first half. How many rushing yards did Derrick Henry have in total in Week 12?
I changed mine to the other one.
So 3 answers, Jeremy. I'm actually gonna have to take the first one, just because I did it for Ben. I'd have to do it. I got to keep it consistent as we go through here. So 186 for Jeremy, 178 for Tyler, and 174 for Ben. Jeremy, I'm gonna be honest, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because Tyler got it right on the dot. The answer is 178 rushing yards for Derrick Henry. Tyler, I have a sneaking suspicion that you may have him on your fantasy football team.
I do too.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, of course. So now we move on to our fourth one. Big 50 points there for Tyler as he's getting back into this. Our fourth shoot your shot. Mariano Rivera is famous for allowing less men to score in the postseason than have walked on the moon. How many men have scored on the Sandman in the playoffs all time? Of course, Mo, one of the only people in sports where you can say, hey, this guy is the greatest at his position of all time. Not really have a debate about that one. And we have 3 answers. So let's see who's closest. Jeremy says 11. Ben says 9. And Tyler says 13. There have been 12 men to walk on the moon, and there have been 11 men to score on Mariano Rivera in the playoffs. So Jeremy's going to get the points, 50 points there, right on the dot. Our fifth question, how many times has Alabama head coach Nick Saban won the national title? This is over his career, so he has coached at a few other schools. Did he win the Natty at any of them, though? And how many times has he won with the Tide? The answer's coming in here. Jeremy says 2, Tyler says 3, and Ben says 4. The answer, 6. 1 with the LSU Tigers before he jumped to the NFL to coach the Dolphins, and then 5, of course, with the Crimson Tide, Roll Tide of Alabama. We move to our 6th shoot your shot now. As Tony Romo mentioned numerous times in the national broadcast, Tyreek Hill was at one point on pace for over 1,000 receiving yards in their most recent game. How many receiving yards did he finish with against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? So the answer's in. Jeremy, 231. Tyler, 239. Ben, 236. The answer, 269 yards for Tyreek Hill. So that's going to be Tyler getting the points there. He had the highest value. Big game for Tyreek. Tyler, you have him on your fantasy team as well? Because if you did, that's a definite win.
I don't.
Jeremy, you got both of them? Henry and Hill?
Henry on one, Hill on the other.
Okay. Listen, that works out, definitely.
Yeah.
And we move on to our 7th. Shoot your shot with that. The annual Cortica Jug game is played every year between Ithaca College and SUNY Cortland, the series dating back to 1959. Ithaca has the overall lead in Cortica Jug wins with how many? This is only Cortica Jug games, not all-time games, because they did play prior to the Cortica Jug being introduced to the rivalry. How many wins does Ithaca have in the Cortica Jug series? Of course, all of us being Ithaca College students, I'm assuming, went to MetLife last season to watch our Bombers take a win. All right, so 3 answers in. Jeremy says 26, Ben 33, and Tyler 43. The closest here going to be Ben Bachrach with 33. The answer is 37. The all-time series, I had it pulled up earlier, but the Bombers pretty healthy lead at this point. It'd take almost a decade for Cortland to be able to catch up, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And of course, that ends Shoot Your Shot. A lot of points going around across the board. More direct on answers than I think we've ever had before. And of course, we want to say a big thank you to our cast and crew for taking time to be here, make this show possible. And also be sure to check us out on Instagram at ICTV Sports. Stick around because we will be right back with our final showdown. So we have arrived at our final showdown, and after it wraps up, we will be presented, with this week's winner, and of course, our ultimate champion of the 2020 season of So You Think You Know Sports. But before we get to that, one game stands in between these 3 players and the championship crown, and it is Final Showdown, as it usually is. 3 categories will be given with 3 questions per category. Questions are worth 25, 50, and 100 points. And it goes Jeopardy style. So you're going to be able to name a category, name a point value, and then the first hand that I see go up after I read the question is going to have the opportunity to answer said question. Before we get into that, though, we do have to have a jump ball to see who gets to pick the first category and point value. So remember, hands up as soon as you know the answer. And this one, Thanksgiving themed. Thanksgiving was last week, so the answer, keep that in mind. What do you call it when you make 3 back-to-back strikes in a bowling game? That's going to be Tyler first.
Turkey.
It's a turkey, of course. We all played Wii Sports. We all know that. And we move to our final showdown. The categories for this final showdown: Time Capsule, Bomber Pride, and 777. So Time Capsule is just going back in time. We're asking questions from before any of us were ever born. Final Showdown, Bomber Pride. I think you can guess what that one means. We're all talking Ithaca sports. And 777's lucky number 7s. I'm known to hit the casino every once in a while. This one has to do with famous number 7s in their respective sports. So Tyler, we start with you. Categories: Time Capsule, Bomber Pride, 777's. Which category and which point value?
Let's go Bomber Pride for 50.
Bomber Pride for 50. What was the final score for the Cortica Jug game at MetLife Stadium last season? Ben.
Do we lose points if we get it wrong?
You do not.
Wasn't it 27-22?
It was not 27-22. Jeremy?
27-19.
It's not 27-19. Tyler, if you've got any say here in how many points the Bombers put up, I know I would not be able to answer this, and it's not because of it's a little bit because I wasn't paying attention to the game, but hey, what are you going to do at this point? Tyler, you've still got a chance here. You're the only one left.
I didn't even go to the game last year, so I honestly have no idea.
That does play a little bit of a disadvantage. If you want to throw a guess out there, though, if you hit this, I think that would be an all-time moment for So You Think You Know Sports. So I really want to hear a guess.
Let's go 23-10.
Unfortunately, not 23-10. 32-20 was the final score. Bombers taking the win. Joe Germanario running for more, having more rushing attempts than anyone else in Bombers history ever. And he's a quarterback. So that one plays in a little bit there. Tyler, we jump back to you. No one got that one. So you still have choice of category and point value. The only one eliminated. Bomber Pride for 50. Everything else still on the board. Time Capsule and 777's the other categories.
Let's stay Bomber Pride for 25.
Bomber Pride for 25. What Ithaca men's basketball player led the Bombers last season with 18.4 points per game and 67 three-pointers made? Jeremy, going to you.
Was it Skylar Synan?
It is not Skylar Synan. No. Ben, to you.
Riley Thompson.
It is Riley Thompson, of course, the leading scorer for the Ithaca Bombers. So 25 points for Ben as he gets closer and closer to Jeremy. Ben, you're going to have choice of category and point value. Everything left in time capsule and 777s. The 100-point question left in Bomber Pride.
I'll go time capsule 100.
Time capsule for 100. Who was the first African-American Major League Baseball player to play in any game? We're going to go, Tyler, your hand went up. And remember, this is the 100-point question. So it may not be as easy as you think it is.
Satchel Paige.
It is not Satchel Paige, unfortunately. I wish it was because he was quite the character. But no, he was a little bit older when Jackie joined the league. If that's not a hint, Jackie is not the answer here. Jeremy, your hand is up.
Isn't it like Moses Fleetwood?
It is Moses Fleetwood Walker, the 100-point answer there for Jeremy. Jeremy, I'm going to be honest. I never would have gotten that in a million years. How did you?
Baseball history books when I was younger. It's always
all right. I mean, that's as good an answer as any, and gotta respect that one. With that, you get the 100 points, a big 100 points in this final round, and you're still going to have choice of category and point value.
I'll go time capsule 50.
Time capsule for 50. Who participated in the first televised national football game in 1939? Jeremy.
I'll go classic Packers Bears.
I wish it was the Packers and the Bears. Unfortunately, not though. I am a Packers fan, and if watching them dominate last night was pretty fun. I'm going to say it. Aaron Rodgers, he's got my vote for MVP. Anyone want to wage some guesses here? Who participated in the first televised football game in 1939?
This is national
was that a
football?
hand?
No, it's not a hand. It was a question. National football? All right, let's give it to Tyler.
Tyler?
Colts, Jets.
Is not the Colts and the Jets, unfortunately. Ben, if you want to venture a guess here as to who.
Yeah. Wait, is this the NFL, any football game? Like
it is, but the answer does include NFL teams.
Okay, all right. Then I'll go first televised. Packers, Colts. No, it's not it.
It's not the Packers and the Colts. The answer, the Philadelphia Eagles. No surprise there. Our producer, Clay, being from near the Philadelphia area. And they played, no guess there, or I'm sure no one would have gotten this one, the Brooklyn Dodgers, the now defunct Brooklyn Dodgers. So unfortunately, no points given out there. I have absolutely forgot who still has category point value. I think it's Jeremy, though, with the Fleetwood Walker pick. So, Jeremy, time capsule, Bomber Pride, and 777s available. 100 in Bomber Pride, 25 in time capsule, and all 3 left in 777s.
I'll go 777s 100.
777s for 100. This famous number 7 was the first to reach the century mark for goals scored in the Champions League. Tyler.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, is the first to get 100 goals in the Champions League. So you're going to take control of the board and get 100 points. What category and point value are you looking at?
Let's go Bomber Pride 100.
Bomber Pride for 100. When was the last time Ithaca College won a national championship in wrestling? Jeremy.
1989.
It is not 1989, unfortunately. A little bit more recent than that. Ben.
1994.
Still going to go more recent than that. Getting warmer, though. Tyler, any guesses?
2001.
Not 2001. The answer, 2017, 2018, Ben Brisman won at 141 pounds, the natty. That's the last one the Bombers won in wrestling. So, Tyler, you're still going to keep control of the board here. Bomber Pride has been eliminated as a category for time capsule. The 25-point value is still on the board, and the 25 and 50-point values are still available in 777s.
Let's go time capsule 25.
Who has won the most NBA championships? That's going to be Jeremy.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
It is the LA Lakers with 25 points going to Jeremy, and he will have control of the board. You're stuck in the category. It's going to be triple sevens. Do you want 25 or 50 points?
Go 25.
25. This famous number 7 is now the general manager, of the franchise that he used to play quarterback for. Ben.
John Elway.
It is John Elway. I'm wishing I could have seen him out in the field last week with the Broncos not having a quarterback on their roster. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that, but he is still the general manager. Ben, unfortunately, not going to get to pick category point value with only one left on the board. So I will read the next question. For 50 points in triple sevens, this famous number 7 hit the longest recorded home run in Major League Baseball history at 565 feet. Jeremy, your hand was up.
Mickey Mantle.
It is the Mickey Mantle with the longest home run in Major League Baseball history. And that is going to do it for our final showdown. A lot of points given out in the end there, of course, with the big point values. We're not sure who has won yet. Let's see. Is that an update? Yes, it is an updated score. So I do have the winner of today's episode. But before we get into that, I just want to ask all of you guys how you felt. It's the championship game. How are we doing? Tyler, we'll start with you.
Had a very tough start there. I'm guessing Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, that was brutal. I'm going to be honest with you. But hey, maybe you got it back in the middle rounds. Jeremy, we're going to jump to you now. How are you feeling after that game about your chances?
My go-to sports baseball, and I kind of failed me on the home run list. I wish I got some more players, but it definitely helped me in the end, and I'm pretty confident.
All right, so confidence there from Jeremy. And Ben, with a misclick, you missed out on 40 points or 50 points. So that one you might be kicking yourself for. But other than that, how you felt that you did?
You know, I'm a little disappointed in myself, but it was a lot of fun, and you know, I give these two credit for knowing what they knew. So yeah.
All right, so with that, unfortunately, this concludes our matchup tonight on So You Think You Know Sports. And I'm going to read the scores right now for the 2020 So You Think You Know Sports Championship title. In third place, still in the podium, still getting that bronze medal, is Ben Bachrach with 380 points. If you had gotten that 50, that would have bumped you up to 430 and put you in second place. But unfortunately, sitting in third. Still in the podium, though, so not a bad take. And now for our grand champion of the 2020 So You Think You Know Sports season, with a grand total of 660 points, Jeremy Goldstein. Congratulations on the dub. Tyler, you were in second with 405, so a pretty lengthy lead there for Jeremy. Of course, the 100-point Moses Fleetwood Walker question obviously helps in that. That one kind of blew me away, still blows me away. But we do have a winner for this season. Jeremy, you're our champion. How do you feel after a pretty prolonged break, being able to come back on and come away with the dub?
You know, I'll be honest, I'm pretty shocked, but I'm very happy. I did better than I thought, and I'm already looking forward to next semester. So I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Of course. I know we all are looking forward to next semester. A big congratulations goes out to our 2020 champion, Jeremy Goldstein. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes who helps to make this show possible every 2 weeks. Have a great week, or have a great night. Have a great, rest of your semester. If you're still in school, we won't see you in 2 weeks, but we will definitely see you again. I'm Brennan Miller, and on behalf of all of our producers, contestants, and crew, thank you for tuning in to So You Think You Know Sports. Do you know who's won the most college football national championships? Or maybe what player has the most career home runs in the MLB? Well, if you think you do, be sure to watch So You Think You Know Sports right here on ICTV.